good morning, everyone, or good evening, depending on where in the world you are right now. As you can see on screen, the sun is rising right here. It's quite a nice Easter morning. And it's supposedly, or it should stay that way the whole day. Weather, few clouds, but mostly sunny and bright. And I'm still getting stuff ready here. Wanted to get a Discord message out. Weather. So let's set stuff up. Completely forgot to start Discord. There we go. That should do it, I hope. And with that, I think everything is ready. So I would say let's switch scene and start the stream for good. There we go. Good morning. The light right now isn't the most flattering with these stripes over my head. But yeah, you can see sun is shining in. Natural light, I didn't really want to turn on additional light here in my room if I don't need it. Yeah, should be okay, I think. Today, as you can see, mapping out the sea of clouds. Although, I have to say, when I looked at how many enemies there are today, I only checked today, I might not be able to do the whole Sea of Clouds right now. Last week already took pretty long with Curthus, Western Highlands, and that was 15 enemies. Sea of Clouds actually has 22, so I probably won't be able to do all of them today, this morning. So I might just do half of them. Sea of Clouds is also split into multiple regions, multiple tiers. So I might just do this side of the Sea of Clouds that I am in right now. And see how far I can get doing all of these ones, of the low level enemies, and then maybe do the second part next week. Also because I have to head out soon, well, not that soon, but I have to head out for a family gathering this Easter, so yeah, probably do half this week and half the following week. But as always, because that's way too boring to see me map out these enemies, let's switch to this scene, there we go. Map out all these enemies here on the maps, like I have done with one of them already. Probably a few years ago I did do this one. Because that's too boring to watch me do, I'm listening to great new cover tracks that got released this week or the weeks prior and react to them live on stream here. This week, although didn't really get too many new covers until yesterday when suddenly I think 4 or 5 new covers dropped, or at least showed up in my search. I think people are getting stuff ready for next week when the next batch drops, so that it kind of, when 14 is back in the news or in the media, that people will then see their new cover tracks. That's my guess, that people are getting stuff ready for next week. But still there are some new covers this week, which I didn't listen to many this time, so that my reaction is a bit more off the cuff, because last week I did listen to quite a few of them beforehand and it was just a listening session. But yeah, let's start for real. I'm gonna turn the in-game sound off because that would distract from the beautiful covers that people are creating here for Final Fantasy XIV. Let's search for the first enemy. In this case would be the Galley Cat. Let's see if I have everything set up correctly, if I can mark them on the map. Yep, that works. Good. So let's dive into the first cover, which I have already loaded. As you can see, it's continuously loading, but that's just a bug from the browser. And since it's early morning, that's a quite fitting one to get into the mood, although I hope it's not gonna put me back to sleep. I am quite sleepy today. It's I Am the Sea as a music box cover by Michael Macasiano. I'm sorry for mispronouncing the names, by the way. Here we go with the first track for today. There are quite a few music box artists on YouTube, and it's as simple as these tracks sound. They are very hard to make, as you have to rip the song down to its bare minimum, still keep it recognizable, and still keeping it recognizable. So it's very difficult. And he is doing a great job here. Plus he's keeping it up that it's small music box, so I only can do one melody repeatedly. With just a small drum. NPC approaching. Taking orders. Really nice cover. Nice version of this track. It, by the way, reminds me of 8-bit music, which has similar restrictions can only... If you're going completely old school, you can only have 5 channels for the music. You have to basically cover everything within these 5 channels, of which each channel is restricted again in itself. More here. I think that's all of those. Cats. I still don't have the Galley Cat cap, by the way. Maybe one day I will get one. Okay. Let's actually get rid of these ones that I already have done. Paisa. And as for the rules, by the way, on how I select the tracks for these streams, I simply search for quite a few Final Fantasy 14 terms on YouTube, and everything that pops up I'm putting into a now already pretty large list of tracks, and I'm just listening to one after the other, trying to listen to them full. Actually, I have to turn this one on. There we go. Trying to listen to the whole track. That's why I kept it running, even though it was repeating itself again. Listen to every track that pops up in the list and just let it go and showcase all these amazing new tracks. It has to be a Final Fantasy 14 cover, so either a track that already exists within Final Fantasy 14 and has been covered in real life or in any other way, or what also works is a play along, which the next one is, where they took a track that's in Final Fantasy 14 and played along on a different instrument, or did sing along to the track. That also works. That will also count that one. And here we have a Give It All play along on the guitar by NOMU. Let's go. I really have to get back into my guitar play too. I'm just a bit short on time. Very amped up sounds. makes it look so easy, or made it sound so easy, but those chords that you have to press for this track are very difficult. At least for me, they are very difficult still to press, so it's doing a great job. Even in the melody there. Build up. And back to the intro. Oh. Very well done. That slide there. I had hoped I'm done with the galley cat, no I'm not. Even that part is really difficult, I couldn't do it. Or too difficult for me still. Great play along. Gorgeous cover. And now, next on the list, although let me first blow my nose because pollen are still in the air and they are affecting my nose slightly, so if you see me bending over, it means I have to sneeze due to the pollen. I have filters installed, but they don't take out everything. At least my voice is still okay. And my breathing is still okay as well. Now, despite the fact that most of the more well-known artists are currently waiting with releasing new tracks, there are other artists that do not care. And also some new artists that appeared on my list this week. Here we have one of them, Hoshi, and I did check before that I say the whole name correctly. Hoshi Kuriko. There we go. That's the whole name. Hoshi, which is star, and Kuriko, which is chestnut. Has done a bass cover, a lot of bass covers. Here we have Not Afraid, the Cruiserweight M3, or Arcadian M6 track. Again, a play-along. A lot of play-alongs this week, which is okay. So here we go. A lot of bass incoming. And by the way, I'm trying to adjust the volume as the tracks play. Sometimes it might clip slightly or be too loud or too low at the start of the track. I'm trying to adjust them as they start playing. So I'm not sure how loud this one will be. We will see. Here we go. Heard Yoshi P's interview, not Yoshi P, sorry, Soken's interview with Preach Gaming. The screamer in the background is actually Yoshi P. Just one who's screaming, not. Yeah, we heard him again. The low growling. Supposedly Yoshi P. Wow, that's some fast bass play. I know there are people out there that would cringe at the usage of a pick for bass play, but if you have to do this much, then I do see the value of having one. As a percussionist, I'm not averse to using any tool possible that you have at your disposal. As long as it makes the sound that you are looking for, go for it. I wonder what the text says there. Want the lyrics, the official ones. Oh, that's a quick stop. A really great bass play there. Also working on my bass play. Hope by one day I will be able to get to this level. Now this next track he couldn't keep it to himself. He had to release one, and I'm really glad he did. Husky by the Geek. Didn't want to wait for the next patch drop, and he has prepared a cover I haven't even... I thought he actually has done this before, but he hasn't. The Manderville theme, Agent of Inquiry. And the thing is, I didn't listen to this track yet on purpose because I wanted to keep it up. I wanted to keep it in the back pocket for today's stream. Also because I noticed that there wouldn't be too many new covers this week. Which actually doesn't really matter because my list of covers from other artists is now, I think, almost 700 tracks long. Therefore, I have enough in my back pocket, but still I want to keep at least one relevant track for this week that I haven't listened to yet. So I'm sorry, Husky, that I didn't listen to it so far until now. But at least I'm listening to it on stream now, for real, so you can see that I'm not just pretending to listen, I am actually listening to your amazing covers. So here we go. Agent of Inquiry. I have heard a small snippet that he shared on his Discord. So I know what I'm into, or I'm in for. And I know I'm into this track, so let's just go. Okay, I don't know this part. Oh, that was deep. Deep growling there. I'll check if he has done it on his bass, but no, it's actually... How many strings? 12 or 8? No, not 12, probably 8. It's 8 string. Oh. Solo. Gorge solo. Bass in the background. Going on, going off. I mean, words. Words don't mean anything when it comes to Husky. He's surpassing every expectation as always. May sound short, but that was an amazing cover of this track. Which I believe is actually Uematsu, no? It says Soken here though, but I'm not sure that Soken made this one because... Well, maybe he already had taken over at this point. Because this storyline did start in 1.0 to be precise there. It did start in 1.0, but maybe it had already been Soken who has tried his, or did do his first steps in music making for 14. It could be Soken, but maybe it also has been one of the last Uematsu tracks for the normal 14. Yeah, I would have to check other websites, what they say. But it would take too long. Let's keep going with more music. Rather, maybe, yeah. Actually, let's quickly, while this one plays in the background. While this plays in the background, let me show you. Where have I have a lot of stuff here. It should be... Is it this one? Probably, yeah. So let's see who did it. If it was Soken or if it actually was... It was Soken, okay. The official database says it was Soken who did this track, okay. Okay. So it was Soken. Let's finish until the... There we go. And now I have to search for the next enemy. Gone a bit off track here. Or are they? They are too... Okay, well, I'm up here on this island. Let's do these ones real quick. I don't think there's any other way to get to this island than flying up here, so yeah. Well, I'm here, these ones, and another new entry, another new YouTuber I found that does Final Fantasy XIV covers. I'm not sure why they didn't pop up sooner. I can only imagine it was search from YouTube that just didn't want to show them. Search really is not the greatest on there, even though it was made by... It was taken over by Google, but still they could have incorporated some of their search technology into YouTube. That's my personal opinion. But here we go, a new entry. I'm glad I did found him. Or did found them from 2 days ago. A Trail Unending. A piano solo by TeRyDmusic. Or Terry Music. Probably Terry D. Sorry for mispronouncing the name. But here we go. One of my most favorite tracks from Dawntrail. I have a lot of favorite tracks actually from Dawntrail, thinking back. This one is one I particularly enjoy listening to. With every iteration I can find. Interesting key changes there. Different interpretations. melody there. Jazzy there. Ooh, pulling it back and letting it resolve with the prelude in minor back to major. Letting some tempo. That was a nice ending. Unexpected. Unexpected ending, pretty beautiful though. A gorgeous cover. I'm glad I found that one. Glad it popped up. And stark contrast to this beautiful piano ending. The next one I found by another new artist I haven't featured yet. That finally popped up. YURAIA Music. It's Scream. Band cover, a band version of Scream. So get ready for, some screams. Let's go. I have not listened to the whole track yet. Only a small portion. Was really nice. Very clean. And now? Yeah, she nailed that one. I really like the bass. Doing a lot for getting a nice floor there. And the drummer also knows what she's doing.
Don't choke from your pride. Yeah, I'm gonna watch you bleed. Cleansed and flayed. How does it feel? Your pound is pain. Those scars will not heal. No, lost in suffering, drowning in your tears. Won't someone somewhere tell me, go from here? Be the lion.
More auto-tune there in that part.
Say goodnight.
I can only hear it because I'm
Was your
a bit attuned to the auto-tune sound.
the light bulbs, letting the dark inside. Say a prayer as the light leaves your eyes.
Total, it's
Scream all your
quite,
life that God can't hear you. Just
it's really nice. Not a lot.
my cage, my
Works perfectly. love that one. That switch there. That different chord. I'm missing that one from other covers. They did do it perfectly. Pulling back. Slowly building up again. Yeah, that's what I'm missing from the original. Such a great end. The original one, I mean, it's nice that it ends on just the lyric or the singer. I do want the band to have a last say there as well. And they did it perfectly. That was a really great cover of Cream. Really glad I found them this week. I'm sure I will go back and listen to some older tracks of them as well, and feature them as when I continue on with this series. Even after having done all these maps, there are other things I can grind for while listening to new and old cover music, so this series won't end with me finishing all the maps. There will be more of these music streams. They will keep going. Now, the next one. I am trying usually not to at least feature one artist too much over other people. I want to keep the variety when I'm doing these streams, but I liked this cover way too much when I listened into this one. So here we have another cover track, another play-along bass cover by Hoshi. I did still have it here. Hoshi Kuriko. Or Write the Rhythm. The M5 or Cruiserweight M1 track, the disco track. So let's go. Let's write the rhythm with his bass play along. Which he also released this week. I just love this downward motion there. Here we go again. just love that downward motion there. I never noticed the trumpet there in the background. Interesting. I'm always discovering more and more new stuff in these tracks, which is great. Doing this. These weird noises. Yeah, this track actually has an ending already in the game. And for the rest of the tracks from this patch, we have confirmation from Soken that they are working on the release of the tracks on various platforms. So it shouldn't take too much longer until we can actually get the tracks on other platforms or on music streaming platforms. As far as I know, they are working on releasing them. Speaking of work on releasing them, my own track that I did do recently, the track, which I've completely forgot the name. Why did I forget my own track name that I did? It's the Underkeep Dungeon track. Find the Princess, that's the name. Is also still on the release schedule. I have submitted about, I think, 2 weeks ago these released, but that little service that I'm using is really, really slow. It's very, very cheap, but the cheapness comes with the price of it just taking ages to release a new track. So it will come sooner or later. Will be on streaming platforms. Hopefully next week you can listen to it on streaming services as well. And another new entry in terms of new artists that I have not featured yet. Christian Morte guitar. Sorry for any, again, mispronunciation of names. He has done the Tuliyollal theme on his acoustic guitar. So, let's go! Very clean sound for recording it outside. Unless it has been recorded in a studio and just the video was made outside. Ooh, I like that switch there. Probably was recorded the sound on different stage compared to the video you can see. But it doesn't matter. Because it sounds gorgeous and it looks gorgeous as well. Just naturally let the excess tempo fade. Have a bit of an easier time for this part and give it more impact too. This guitar is almost ukulele quality, which fits. I'm just saying, reminds me of almost of a ukulele. Also has a cabo, so that helps to make it sound higher than it is when using all of the strings. Ooh, that was a gorgeous chord. Really, really nice cover. Thank you very much for that one. Really glad I found it. Really glad it popped up on my search this week. And while I'm finishing up those Vicent here, I think I have done all of the... Oh, I could do the answer too, okay. Just gonna go through, I think I've done all of the ones that are on the lower level section. No, these ones. Ah, these two. No, I did do those, okay. Can still do those here, I forgot about them. And these ones too. Okay. Okay, I have a few more that I can finish up. So we have a few more tracks that I can listen to. Next one is another track I really like from Dawntrail. And I'm not the only one who likes it, apparently, because it popped up in quite a lot of different arrangements and cover versions. It's Lost in the Deep. This time from another new entry, Sirius A. Here we go, Lost in the Deep. The dungeon is the... no, dungeons are over here. Here, the Sky Deep Cenote. Let's go. I have a feeling we will be hearing those melodies again in a different form in the coming maybe patches or maybe in the coming expansion. Because we still don't know who actually created this structure out there. A very busy arrangement, but a very clear arrangement as well. Interesting. Of the bass notes give more weight to only certain parts. Very smart usage of the bass there. And very large dynamic, while this part here is very faint. Let's build up. Change is nice. I like that one. Oh, relation. Removing some force with lower tempo. Letting it fade out. Ooh, and ending on this image. Really gorgeous cover there. And hey, Enver, thanks for coming. And next on the list, I have a cover of Give It All. Apparently a Tuliyollal remix by MelodyCrystel. I have to turn down the volume slightly, so here we go. A meaty heavy track. It's more a synthesized voice, if I remember correctly, listening to it quickly. Yep. Synthesized voice. They're getting better with the synthesis as well. A lot of trumpets, which is nice. I like trumpets. I like the sound of them. Build up into the chorus. This synthesis doesn't have trouble with reaching those high, incredibly high notes. Whenever I'm trying to sing along to this track, it's always so high. The chorus is horrible for a male voice. I'll switch up from the rhythm there. That's okay. I guess they only have one channel for the voice, I guess. Having to cut it short there. No chorus there for crowd cheering. Or no track for the crowd cheering, I guess. Gotta work with your limitations, and if that's all you can do, then so be it. Sounds good. And they did not forget about the second verse, as a lot of people do. Or they don't notice that it's actually a different text in this part. Okay. Part again. Really gorgeous cover. I like that one. And I wonder if they are taking away the enemies I want to map. Maybe. And this one is actually the last one that I was thinking about showcasing today. So I'm gonna finish with these Toko Toko enemies and with this track here, Bygone Serenity, an arrangement. I wonder if it's just piano arrangement. It could be. Yeah, we'll hear. I haven't heard this one yet, so let's go. Bygone Serenity by Pablo and Enver. So sad we cannot hear this track anymore in game. But But that's the point of the whole zone. We only have the memory of this track in there anymore now. Yeah, I do love this track as well. It's also one of my many favorites of this expansion. It has so many great tracks. And this one definitely is among them. This is a gorgeous arrangement too. Now the part that I particularly love in this track. Here we go. Yeah, going there with New Game Plus, you can still listen to it, that's true. The same with some places on the first that had special tracks that you also cannot hear anymore. Unless you're doing that one. Beautiful ending there. Really nice. Let's see. I mean, I don't have too many left. Too many enemies. Yeah, I might as well just finish the list now. So let's keep going. Another cover that I did find, it's already 2 months old, but it only now showed up in my search, is a cover of Give It All by tifamin. I'm sorry for mispronouncing the name there. But yeah, let's just go. Give it all. interesting with the strings in the background.
On the world she made the mark, it seemed. Phantom in the mirror staring back. I realize the girl is gone. She's gone, she's gone, I'm gone. From every man that made it to the top, I had an older soul. I thought traded tomorrow for a life and found the price too high. The clock is ticking, counting down to naught. I'm out of
Layering harmonies.
it will stop. I'm in my life, the forest lost. The final line of cry. Ain't no
Ooh,
going
that was nice.
now going back, now going back, now one life left here inside. I'll suffocate if that's what it takes. Oh, no feeling to cast me aside. Turn their backs and leave me to die. You can try, come try, come try, but I will survive. No going back, no going back. We'll never again. No, no going back, no going back, no coming back from the edge. Look in my eyes, yeah, I know you understand. Made up my mind, now there ain't no going back. Made up my
Switching to the head voice there.
demanding, ready to fight till there's one left
Very clean.
standing tonight. Letting aside, thunder will fall, you're gonna give it all to me, to me, to me, to me. I gotta believe you set me free.
Short growling in there is really nice. Adds a lot of character.
My bicycle finally comes complete. The last step from the dark
So glad this one popped up this week on my list. That was a great cover of Give It All. And by the way, I noticed there are also those Ablathian kites over here. That first enemy here on the list, which is a weird one, because while the enemy is listed as being one of the dailies, it never popped up before. I don't know how many you have to kill of them. They never got added, actually. I will still map them out, but I'm not sure they will be used any. Well, although they do look slightly different. They're not red as in the picture here. But no, it's supposed to be those. Or maybe it was a different enemy that they removed during the creation process. Could be. I will still map them out. Now, that was the last one on my list of tracks I wanted to showcase today. But because I've decided to finish mapping all the enemies, which shouldn't take too much longer, let's add another one to the list. A cover of Be My Honey by rosaeh. Let's go. Instrumental version to dance to, okay. I have not listened to that one before. I just popped it on my list and that's it. Interesting beat. Almost 8-bit, but not quite. Purpose slightly off key. Not really much to say about this track. What I can say, it's another version I have not anticipated to get from this track. People really like it, I guess. Some very interesting choices in there. In the second melody and in the beats. Yeah, quite experimental for sure. Still a few more enemies to go, so let's go with that one. It's from a artist whose flute play I adore. And he makes also some compositions, some arrangements. And here is one called Highlights from Dawntrail. It's by deathstix. And I think he is conducting this one in costume, so let's go. A live version. Them and having his character, his lullaby in the background in the near outfit. Trail Unending. battle we can only hear about 1, maybe 2 minutes. It ends pretty quickly, but the whole track is, I think, almost 10 minutes long. With a lot of variations and different melodies. You can never hear it, actually. Almost a waste. Guitar too. Electric guitar. Go full one. I wonder if I can find it right quick. Okay, 6 minutes. It's not that long, but still 6 minutes long. Quite long. That was a gorgeous arrangement by deathstix there, and his band. Does it say anything here? Just arranged for wind orchestra. Passion Arts Audio Image Wind Ensemble. Conducted by Morte, so he wasn't conducting. I guess he was playing the flute or something in there. But I think it was his Lalafell that we did see on the screen in the background. From Singapore Comic-Con. I think that was a great place to... I'm so sad that icons don't work, emojis don't work in this chat. I don't know what you posted there. And they don't really show up on my screen either. But I would say... Oh, that's the wrong button. I have to unmute here. Now the claps are showing up. Why does it take so long for these emojis to pop up? I don't know. Yeah, I would say that's a good place to finish. That was a gorgeous track. Yeah, now they showed up really late. I'm not sure why this chat plugin takes so long, but at least it allows me to see the chats from both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So it's give and take. So yeah, I would say, by the way, that's a gorgeous color palette in the Sea of Clouds right now. They really did enhance these zones a lot last patch. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, thank you for coming. I'm trying to do the stream every Sunday around this time. I know there will be some Sundays I won't be able to stream in the coming future because they're, especially June and July, will be very busy. But I hope I can at least keep it up the other weeks and months to come. There is so much more amazing opera music that I want to showcase, that I want to show to the people, and I want to react to. And it deserves to be heard. And obviously I'm working on new stuff myself. Right now I have shifted more to some personal projects that I needed doing and projects for my drum group that needed doing, which are now on the way to the distributor so that they will be up on all the different platforms. So I couldn't really do many or much on my Final Fantasy XIV covers, but more will come. Let's just say more will come in the future. Just will take a while until I'm back in. Until I have time to do them, to finish them. But more should come soon, hopefully, when I have more free time to do so. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. I will now finish mapping the black circles that will calculate the distance, so that I will actually make all of this worth doing. Also, after the stream, I will update the description down below, linking all of the tracks that I played today on stream, and I will also add them with timestamps and into the playlist that you can find there, that has all the other songs in there as well from the previous 15 episodes. And right now, if my... there we go. It should be around... It's already over 200 tracks in there, in this playlist. Already featured so many tracks. And more are coming every week. And I'm sure next week we will get a lot more new tracks with the patch release. Or I'm expecting more new tracks from people that are trying to release them when patch releases are. So yeah, we can look forward to that, I'm sure. Yeah, stop stalling. Thanks for tuning in, and until we meet again next time. I'm not sure next week what my schedule will be with the patch drop, but just keep an eye out. You will see when I will schedule new streams. So until then, have a great day. Goodbye. And thank you for all the people on screen, all the subscribers over on Patreon, and the supporters on Ko-fi. Thank you very, very much. And for everyone tuning in today.